Well, hello. It's 10 o'clock and it's a Wednesday. So, you know what that means. Time for bubbles. Oh, what's everyone up to tonight? Hey, Grace. What you doing? Look, I'm here almost on time. I was only a minute late. I'm getting better. Okay, let's give this a few minutes to, yeah. Hey! AC! Long time no see! How you been? Wow! I was wondering about you the other day. I am so glad to see you. Oh, y'all, this weather. Oh my goodness. It's supposed to get freaking cold. We got like flash freeze warnings going on. I had to order more heaters. Like, man, no, we're not getting cold. Oh no. No. That will not happen. All right. You know what? I don't think I shared the stream since I changed the time. So let me go do that real quick. Let me do that. Hey, it happens. Like, you know, real life kind of does happen a lot. Oh, Lord knows I especially know how real life can just come in and plow you down when you're not looking. It's like you just strutting along and then bam, life is like, hey. Abigail Klein. That name sounds familiar. I do not know, but I also know another girl named Abigail, so I'm probably thinking of that. So I don't know. Okay, all right. I'll be back in 1 second, y'all. Let me post this little posty post real quick. Oh man, now the cats are gonna decide to be all jackassy and starting knocking stuff over. Gotta love the cats. Oh man, there was something I was watching earlier today that I was going to talk about, and I don't even remember what the heck it was now. I really can't even remember what it was. Oh well, whatever it is, I'm sure I will remember it at some point, probably like 2 weeks from now. I'll be like, oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Oh, it is what it is. Oh, y'all. This not having a car thing sucks, but I am having to rely on the Walmart. I am not happy about having to rely on the Walmart. Man, I wish I was slathered in cats, but I'm thinking the colder it gets, the more piled up I'll become, especially with the burrito blanket on. Get that thing warmed up and wrapped around me, and it's gonna be like, whoo, warm. And they're gonna be like, ooh, you have the hot blanket on. Let's go. Make biscuits and stuff, and yeah. I got drooled on by a cat earlier. That was utterly weird. He was all happy and purring, and one thing led to another, and he's just drooled everywhere. I'm like, man, you're getting old. You need to control that. So, y'all know my history with Walmart. Like, me and Walmart we don't get along, right? So my car died, right? So now I'm having to rely on Walmart and Amazon delivery for groceries until we get the car fixed or the car situation fixed. We can't fix the car. The car's dead. We need a new car. Oh. So, yeah, I am not happy about that because we're going to get cold weather. And in Georgia, when people hear cold, inclement weather, possible snow, heavy freezes, they kind of freak out a little. You can't go to the store and find milk, egg, bread, or cheese because everyone has bought it all. Even though they don't need that much of any of it, they have bought it all. And it's like, what's going on here? You know? Um, but I put in a grocery order yesterday, and this was before I knew about the weather. So, yeah, I have a feeling I might not get my groceries tomorrow. Now, the inclement weather isn't supposed to start until um Friday at some point after midnight. Well, after midnight. Okay. The weather app said midnight Thursday, but that's technically not true. At 12:01 it becomes, at 12 it becomes Friday, whatever. But, overnight Friday it's supposed to, from Thursday to Friday morning it's supposed to get really cold. And even though it says it's not going to last that long here, people will still freak out. Like, okay, you know what? Let me pull this up because I'm going to read you what the weather app says, and then I'm going to tell you what a Georgian hears. Okay? Like, right now it's 42 degrees, and that's not bad. But overnight it's supposed to get down to 32. And see, most Georgians don't have a heavy coat. They don't. It's just, they don't. But okay, so it goes from 39 tonight, 30, 32 with the wind chill, to 54 tomorrow, to 10 degrees. 10 degrees. Like, what? I wonder if they still have the flash freeze thing up. Because they did. They hit us with a flash freeze alert. And, I mean, that's true. It goes from, 50s to 10, and stuff's going to freeze. I mean, it is what it is. That's, like, I'm really worried about my pipes. If we get out of this without one broken pipe, yeah. Yeah, see, I don't even have a heavy coat. I have a hoodie. And I'm, and I'll layer because, you don't really need a heavy coat here. Until it gets 10 degrees and you weren't expecting it. So, and like I have talked about it before when we had Snowmageddon. Um, we don't have salt trucks usually. We have them now. We still don't have as many as we need. Okay, it says little to no accumulation of snow. So we're going to get about an inch because it won't stick. Usually, um but yeah, we had the flash freeze warning. And okay, yeah, here we go. Wind chill advisory. Finally found that one. Okay. Wind chill advisory in effect from midnight Thursday night to noon Saturday. Well, if we had snow, it'd be nice to go out into it. But, the kids will still do it. They'll put socks on their hands if they don't have mittens. Maybe a couple of pairs of socks on their hands and go like throw snowballs and stuff. We get creative with our winter wear because we don't have winter wear. It's like, oh, it's cold out there. Okay, well, we got a jacket, so let's put on three sweatshirts, a couple of hoodies, and then put the jacket over that, and then you're good. Heavy coat made, done. So it would be nice. It would be nice if it did snow, especially like Friday or Saturday, and we actually got a white Christmas, because I have never had a white Christmas in Georgia. Like, ever. I don't even think it's even come close to us having a white Christmas. Yeah, and see, like what AC just said about the snow trucks. We have no salt trucks here. They have some in New Orleans and some around the Baton Rouge area, but they have more elevated bridges. And what would happen in Atlanta is, in North Georgia, close to the Tennessee border, um, the salt trucks would be there, and once they salted everything up there, then those salt trucks started heading further south, and they would salt as they came down. Well, the year that Snowmageddon happened, that we didn't have enough salt, we didn't have enough salt trucks. Tennessee couldn't give us their trucks like they normally would because they needed them for more areas. So we just got hammered, like hammered hard. And since that happened, we had one inclement winter after that. And since then, we haven't had an ice storm. We've had some sleet, a little bit of snow, like a dusting. But since that one, it's been 2014. Oh my goodness, Teresa, you stay warm. That is so cold. You stay warm, sweetie. I'll message you a little later. Walking around in women's underwear. Oh man, I remember that song. That's funny. Oh, but yeah, it has been the weirdest day. Like, I woke up and I was like ready to go, and then I crashed the hell out. I was like, yeah, no. Yeah. And see, that's what I'm worried about is oh, hey Juju, about the power mostly. Because if it rains and that ice gets on the trees and it knocks them down, it's going to take out our power lines. We're going to be stuck with days without power. I'm more worried about not having power for like 5 days than I am about the cold weather. The cold weather will be like a day or two. We'll be fine. But, you know, you start reading that, this inclement weather thing, the wind chill advisory. Okay, let's see, where was I at that? Okay. Thursday night to noon Saturday. Very cold wind chills expected. Wind chills as low as 5 below zero. Oh man. Well, you be safe driving out there, especially in this cold weather. No, our entire system won't collapse. Like, I know that happened in Texas, and I don't understand why they didn't. I don't understand how they could let that happen to their power grid system. But yeah, ours, you know, we get trees that get taken down because of this, and then again, they can't get anywhere because of the roads, and then they can't even start to fix it till it gets better. And that's why I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. That was another thing that happened during Snowmageddon. Um, we were lucky, and we had power. Um, for most of it. Um, when they started fixing it, uh, that's when our power went out because they knocked something else out. But our water pump, because we're on a well system, the water pump was on the side. Okay, in my community, there is a main road that like comes in and it just goes all the way down the center of our community. And then on either side, you have like the 100 side and the 200 side, the upper and the lower. And when that happened back in 2014 ish, I was on the 100 side. And that side was the side that got lucky and kept the power. On the 200 side, however, they didn't get so lucky. Their power was out the whole time. Luckily, we have a fireplace. Um, oh my goodness. Yeah, they need to get that under. They need to get that under the control because extreme heat's not good, extreme cold's not good, and regardless of which it is, you need power to run ACs and heat. You know, well, some heat, not all heat, but some heat. That doesn't make sense. But the biggest thing is it was great because we had the power, but we didn't have any water because the pump wasn't on a backup generator of any kind, and we couldn't get the water pump to our house, and we don't have city water coming in because we are on that well system here. So we were kind of screwed. You know, if we wanted to flush the toilets, we were literally trying to go outside and get the snow to melt it to flush the toilets. Like that was so much of a pain in the ass. Um, like I said, you know, we were lucky because we at least had power and everything, but the other side of the community didn't, and they didn't have water either. So it's like no power, no water. That sucked. Oh, I'm sorry, Teresa. That does stink. And I'm worried about my kiddo because she moved to Colorado and it's supposed to be worse there than here. And normally I would not worry about her because, she knows cold weather. I mean, we lived in Indiana. She was a baby, but she has been up to Indiana when it was, snowing in winter and stuff. So uh I'm not worried about her not being able to stay warm or anything, but she's never like had to go to work in snow or, it'd be like the normal thing. And now she's in Colorado with snow all winter long. And, it worries me. So, oh, y'all, I woke up. and I was stuffy. I was like, man, I do not need a cold right now. But I really think it's just the dust from moving everything around. Like, just my eyes are puffy, my nose is stuffy. I feel very congested. Oh, yes, and yeah, they are better equipped for keeping the roads clear, and they they have it every year. They know what they're doing. Us, not so much. It's like a panic free for all. It's like, whoa, no, snow, go by out the grocery store and hunker down. Yeah. So I'm not worried about, Colorado as a state and handling the snow. I am worried about my kid handling the snow. you know, she's used to Georgia. Like, we get it and it's gone. Now she's got to deal with that all winter long. So that's going to be interesting. But hey, I did prepare her for this. She has boots, she has a heavy coat, she has mittens, and I got her, a hat and a scarf. She's good to go. Oh, man. Oh, y'all, hang on 1 second. Sorry, I had an incoming husband and kids leaving the house. It was noisy. Well, it was going to be noisy for a minute. I was like, no one wants to hear the door slamming, and the other door slamming. Oh, yes, stay safe out there. Get home safe. Have fun. But stay safe. Yeah, that kind of thing. I don't know. Like I said, I'm groggy, y'all. I am. I'm just like kind of bleh, like bleh. In other words, yes, I do need to get myself together here. Oh, I woke up. It was a good day when I woke up. I was like, man, I'm awake, and then I like hit me. I was like, but my head is stuffy. Ugh. So what is everyone doing besides trying to not, you know, I don't know, like okay, Christmas we usually go get Chinese food. That may not be a thing this year. If we can, if they're open and they're delivering, great. Maybe we'll just get it delivered. um, but if it's that cold, I'm not getting out. Like, I'll just stay. I'll be like, nah, we'll just, we'll throw some burgers on the grill, and that's what we'll do. Oh, my phone is so slow. Yeah, I can't believe it's supposed to be Thursday. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 54 and then go to 10. Like, weather, what are you doing? It's like, where have you been? Like, all these other Christmases. Okay, yeah, now this isn't funny. Okay. So, okay, it's got Thursday, the high of 54, right? And then down to 10. Friday, 26 and 12. 29 and 15. And then Christmas Day, 37 and 18. Yeah, my little butt is staying inside. But hopefully by next Wednesday, we'll be back to 52. Yeah. Um, see that's what I'm worried about. They're talking about flash freezing and going from like 54 to -5 with the wind chill. It's like, how does that happen? I need to get over the weather. Like, it's going to be okay. I'm stressing out. I'm doing what most Georgians do. We stress out about the weather. And even when I put my grocery order in, like, I knew that it was supposed to get cold. I didn't know it was supposed to be inclement. And I had the option to start adding stuff. I didn't do that. I reined myself in, but I'm worried about actually getting it because if everyone, did that thing where they're going to start ordering the groceries and stuff, it's like, man, I hope I get my stuff. But Ryan Hall, we will have to check that out. I've also been looking at some webcams to keep outside this spring and summer for the hummingbirds. And trying to figure out where I want to strategically place the feeders. So it's like I'm going to just, yeah, I am really worried about you not getting yours, Juju. That really bothered me. So they said you were supposed to get it, and then it didn't show up, and I was like, please don't let that happen to me. It was like, there's heaters in that order. Yeah, and I haven't watched like regular news weather, um, like local news weather stuff in forever. I just use my app, and I'm starting to notice my app is kind of wrong all the time. Like, maybe I should go back to watching the local weather because this is not cutting it. Oh, I think I just cracked my knee. Oh, man. Oh, hang on 1 second, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, see, that's another thing I was also kind of grateful for is I had started buying like a lot of meat lately. Like, I don't know why. It's like I just kept buying meat. So I have a whole freezer full of meat. So we have food. We just have to cook the food, that kind of thing. So I'm not really worried so much about no food. We'll be good. I just really basically wanted the other things that were with that order. But if, yeah, I'm hoping it'll like surprise us and it'll show up. mm, You know, oh, I really should have taken like a Tylenol before I started this, man. My head is starting to pound. Really have to figure out how to turn that off. I didn't want to interrupt the little, the washing machine song. Oh. Yeah, now I want some Baileys. See, our Walmart doesn't sell liquor. It sells like alcohol, but no liquor. What happened 4 hours ago? With your arm and the band-aids? I'm intrigued. Oh, and because okay, speaking of band-aids, I was glad we had some. Oh, okay. That's understandable. Yeah, I need to go get my boosters. Again, my flu shot and my booster. Oh. But so we were cleaning up the den and I was, going back and forth and I hit my foot and I took off a toenail. So that sucked. Yep. It's like, yeah, I'm getting me some house shoes to just walk around in because, my feet are just like, I don't know what happened with that. I don't know how I did it. I don't know why I did it. But yep, that happened. Like, I'm a danger to myself, y'all. Uh, but the good news is we have a fireplace. We can use said fireplace now. So if I had to lose a toenail to get to the fireplace, I am happy. I have a bad habit of also dropping cans on my feet. And then I'll go and I'll take the nail polish off and then I'll be like, "Oh, I did bruise myself." And then I just like paint it again and I'll forget and I'll yeah. And it's like a never-ending thing and then it's like, "Wow, it moved." It's like, "What?" Like, "Huh?" Yeah, but I am clumsy. I drop a lot of stuff. Oh my gosh. I do remember that. Wow. That's crazy, Juju. That's been a whole year. Yeah. Unfortunately, Grace, like I am so clumsy. I am so very clumsy. Like I know how I do it, but I forget that I've done it. And my hands will sometimes go numb or they lock in a position and if I'm holding something, I'm prone to drop it. And I've dropped cans, I've dropped large cans. I don't carry anything glass unless I don't have to carry it far. But yeah. Oh man, and I have made some hellacious messes. It is like, man, I'm so tired of that. Anything over like 4 pounds, nope. Oh, I have RA. So yeah, my hands kind of do this claw thing and then I like it's so weird. That and they think it's like also neuropathy. I've got to go get some more testing done because things have changed since my surgery. It's so weird. Like things that did bother me like aren't even going on anymore, but then other things have like started showing themselves. So, hey, Hey, Otter, I was wondering if you were coming. Yes, I do need to do some acupuncture too. I would like to try that. Now I've got to just get my, drive situation under control. Get a new ride, and then I can start going to get stuff done again. It sucks because it's like, man, I'm like stuck here now. It's frustrating. I can't just go on my own anymore, but that's probably going to save me a lot of money for a while. My kids will be like, let's go to the store, Mom. Okay, let's go. I don't need anything. We're just going to go. I let my kids influence me way too much. Oh, and then if they really want to get me, all they have to do is say, hey, ice cream. And it's like, okay, let's go. Oh. And my knee. Oh my goodness, y'all, my knee. Okay. Like I have arthritis in my knee. Like and it's different from the whole RA situation. But in my knee, um, like I actually have like bone on bone situation going on there. And yeah, it's just my knee's messed up. It really is. But it's not as swollen anymore. So like I stand up and I can actually like hear it cracking now. Which would be a bad thing, but before is like my knee was so swollen I couldn't even tell I had a kneecap anymore. It was very weird. It's been very weird to actually, you know, things that were swollen are not swollen anymore. And I didn't realize I was retain the water retention, y'all, was crazy. And yeah, like nothing feels tight anymore. I did. I felt like like when you put a marshmallow in the microwave and it starts to expand. That's what I felt like. Like everything was just expanding on me. Oh, so ready for your next lube? Oh, okay. I was like, huh? Whoa, what? Man, oh man. I need to get back to the doctor though and get back on some of the. Okay, they took me off a lot of the medications too that I was on because we didn't exactly know what I needed. Um, Anymore because, and we didn't know exactly how things were going because, am I drinking? No. I'm drinking bubbles. I got bubble water. Actually, I need more bubble water. Um, yeah, we didn't know exactly what I still needed. Oh, I forgot I put on the avatar with the wine bottle. Oh man, I'm so silly. Um, yeah, like stuff stopped hurting, like my back, and and my back losing the back pain was the biggest mind like of all. Like, like my mind was like, why isn't your back hurting anymore? And okay, so, children are very brutally honest, right? I think my back was hurting because of I think you're right, Juju. I really think you're right because of what my kidneys were going through. And all that water weight retention. Um, like, I'm gonna be open, I'm gonna be honest about this. When I had the surgery and they did it, the robotic hysterectomy, I had 4 incisions, and it was like the one in the okay, there was one directly in the middle where, okay, like the middle of my stomach, like right above my belly button. And where it was located when I came home from the hospital, it, like, if you went up my belly button, it would have been like, I'm trying to explain this because it's essentially moved 12 inches lower than where it was. And I actually took out a measuring tape and measured where it was to where it is now. And I've also gotten my waist back. Oh, is Deb streaming? I didn't check to see who was streaming before I came in, and I usually do. I know she usually sometimes streams around this time too, but I didn't check to see if she'd gone live tonight. But yeah, and I I had like 4 pairs of jeans, right? I can wear 2 of them now, but okay, I could wear all 4 of them before the surgery, but 2 were really tight. Now I can only wear the ones that were really tight, and they're not tight anymore. If I wear the other 2, like, they kind of fall off if I don't have a belt. So I've lost a lot of um the water weight that I was carrying. And I've actually, like, it's weird because I can feel that my metabolism is working again. Like, I'm actually getting hungry. And before I was just kind of like making myself eat. Like, I wasn't really the closer it got to surgery, I thought it was just stress, but it was just, I think, the oh man. But the closer it got to surgery, like, I was losing my appetite more and more. And I just thought it was stress or anxiety, whatnot. um like, everything was just pushing on everything. I really think that's what was going on. And when they took everything out, everything went back to where it was supposed to be. And it's weird because my stomach actually growled the other day for the first time in forever. um so I was kind of I've been kind of shocked by my body doing the things that it's supposed to do, because it hasn't been doing those things in the longest time. Like, I forgot what normal bodily functions were. I know that sounds gross. I know that sounds weird. But if someone would have told me losing my insides was going to, completely change everything, we would have been there long ago. But I was scared. I am not going to lie. I was petrified. I was worried. I was scared. You know. My body wasn't doing anything that, was, you know, super weird. It just wasn't doing things like it was supposed to. So, yeah. But hopefully we will continue on this path because I feel great. And it's in 3 months. Sorry, I had to put up my phone. In 3 months, I have gone from being miserable, like super miserable, to feeling a lot better. And has Chanko arrived to make biscuits, or is he just arrived for pets? Oh, all right. Hang on 1 second. The kiddo needs me. I will be right there. Right there. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Oh man, I would love to have a cockatiel. I love birds. I do. I really wish we could have birds, but and I don't. I think my cats wouldn't even bother them. I really think the cats wouldn't even bother them. I think the bird would attack the cats. You're probably right. I think you're right. The cats, especially bats. Man, they would just bully bats. Yeah, they really would. Also, Beryl. They tease him constantly. Yeah, I think I think you're right. Beryl would be the one that would, he would try. Nom the birds. Well, no, he would try, but then they would like psych him out constantly. Big game. Big bird and cat game. It's like the one guy that does the shorts where he has the seagull. Like I want to get a seagull and like hang with it, They're kind of scary though. And yes, they can become aggressive. So can pigeons. Pigeons get really aggressive for french fries. Beryl has a smug face. wonder if I can find the picture of Beryl's little smug face. That was my kiddo, and their cat Beryl, and they have another cat, Bats Maru. Um, Bats is kind of not the smart one, and Beryl is the overly smart one. Where Bats will sit there and fall off of the counter, Beryl is like waiting to pounce on her the minute she falls. That was the one thing I remembered about living in Indiana, because we were really close to Lake Michigan, were the gulls. And if you went to the movies and they were out there and you dropped popcorn, oh my God, they would attack everything. Like, I was kind of scared of the gulls. The pigeons were kind of cute. They'll, like, if they saw you with food at the airport, they come up to you and they're like, "Hey, you want to drop us some of that? Because, like, we're just gonna stand here until you give us a French fry. We want your fries. Can we have your fries?" It's like, that's what I remember every time I used to have to ride MARTA to go to work. If I brought food home for lunch, they were like looking at me like, "You got fries in that bag? Can we get some of those fries? Let's have some fries." So it just, I don't know. Now I'm about to get the giggles. I'm gonna start giggling over everything. But yeah, I need to see if I can find a picture of Beryl, because he has the smuggest little face. He really, really, really does. He's like, "Oh, smug face, that's me." I have forgotten how to work my phone too over the last 24 hours. Nothing is where it was. I found out that pigeons and doves were related, and then I was like, well, I can kind of see that. Like, their heads kind of like look the same, except doves have like a more delicate beak. Okay, let me see if I can. Oh, I know how I can do this. Haha. I'm about to share this little smug picture of Mr. Barrel here. It's like doves are like the cousins that the pigeons don't like. Okay, how does this Instagram thing work again? There we go. All right, hang on. Let me go find this picture now. I really need to sync my phone and my phone up with my computer to where I can just send the pictures over, that way. But me and the kiddo were sharing the computer for right now. Until maybe, soon, very soon. Yeah. So hopefully I can do that soon, and I won't have to worry about, having to share a computer anymore, because that would be nice. Okay. Oh, that's freaking funny. is so funny. I see we have doves around here that just like coo all the time, but I've never seen them do like stupid stuff. So the pigeons, however, they get kind of, like I said, the pigeons will get kind of aggressive at the airport, and they'll be like, "You got fries?" It it's just it's funny because anytime anyone walks out of the airport with food, they like walk up to them and they stand next to them, like looking at them, like, "We know what's up. We know you have food." But that's funny. You had to get it out of the bird feeder. Oh, that's great. But yeah, once you guys see Beryl, you'll see what I mean about his little smug face. All right, let's find this. Yeah. I know. I need to stop doing that. Okay, there we go. Okay, now this is a picture of Beryl and Mr. Dipper. Beryl is the one with the brownish black one there with the little white nose, and Dipper is the big orange one. Oh, poor little guy. He got so greedy. He was like, "Please let me just eat it all," and got stuck. Beryl is the one that likes to also bring us gifts. He is our little gifter kitty. And he's great. He likes to come in, he likes to snuggle with you. But then when he wants outside, if you don't let him out, that's when he starts trying to open the door. And then if he can't open the door, he tries to slam into the door. And then if he can't get the door to open, then he's going to go start knocking stuff off the door. Or off the, not the door, the table. There's a table or a shelf, he's going to jump on it. He's going to knock the stuff off. And then you let him outside. And then if you don't let him in like 2 hours, he's out there, and you'll hear the screen door, and it's rattling because he's trying to pull the bottom of the door to get back in. It's like, cat, make up your mind. But that's a cat for you. But yes, that is Beryl is mostly outside. He likes to come in at night and sleep. Dipper is afraid of the world. Poor little Dipper. He doesn't go outside. If you walk too fast towards him, he's like, "I'm out." He's like, "Nope, not doing it. Not today. I'm out. I'm running." But they both decided they love the electric blanket. All the cats pretty much have decided they love the electric blanket. I'm going to have to buy one and just like make a big box for them to sleep in and put the electric blanket in the bottom of it and be like, there you go. There's your heated blankie. Leave mine alone. Oh, and I wonder if I still have the picture of Bobo on here. Oh yes, Dipper does have a brave cave. He does. His brave cave is under my bed. That is where he goes. And if he can't get under the bed, then he gets under the couch. The only problem is when he does get under the couch, we have to lift the couch up so he can get back out. Because once he's under there, he's wedged. He weighs probably a solid 19 pounds right now. He's kind of chunky. Little chunky guy. But it was cute because if I can, if I can find the kitten picture, that's the funniest thing. Because when he was a baby, he was so little, and it was funny when we got him. So how we got Dipper was one of my neighbors. Their cat had kittens. And one of the drivers at my husband's work said he wanted a cat because they had a mouse problem. And when we had told our neighbors, because they wanted to get rid of some of the kittens, they were like, "Oh, yeah, we have a perfect cat for that." So they bring this kitten over, and it's Dipper, and he's so feral, and he's like, he doesn't like people. And the minute we took him and got him out of the little carrier he was in, he shot under the couch, like a little like speeding bullet under the couch, and it took us like 2 days to get him out. So we finally get him out, and I take him into my bedroom, and in my bedroom I have a bathroom. So from there, I got him on the bed, and I'm petting him, and he's okay. And he got spooked, and he ran into the bathroom and went behind the toilet, and he stayed there for 2 days. I had to take him water. I had to take him food. We had to put a little litter box in there for him. And he would not come out from behind the toilet. Dipper is the biggest cat in the house next to Meatloaf and Bob. And he is afraid of everyone. It's like, poor little guy. He can't catch a break. He's not little, but poor guy just can't catch a break. But yes, let me see if I can find his little kitten picture, because he was so adorable. Okay, and when we got him, right, he was all of 2.5 pounds. He was not big enough to get fixed. So we had to wait until, we could get him vetted before we were going to rehome him. And he finally hit the 4-pound mark, and they were like, okay, we can fix him now. And I was still like, he's a little too little for that. And the Humane Society came and got him, and they were like, well, he makes the weight, so we're gonna go ahead and take him, and we're gonna get him fixed. And I was like, okay, but he's just a little guy, so I don't think we should do that, but best, because y'all are the Humane Society. Now I don't let kittens go to get fixed unless they're 6 to 8 pounds. And yeah, because after what happened to Dipper, little Dipper came back, and he was not doing very good after he came back. He was not happy. He wasn't moving. He was very lethargic. I was really worried about him. The vet was worried about him, because we took him back to the vet, and they were like, ooh, yeah, he's not doing so hot. And I was like, yeah, no shit. He's not doing so hot. So we, nursed him back to health. I hand fed him, and gave him water and all kinds of stuff. And yeah, I'm still trying to find that picture. Oh my goodness. Um, but he finally got bigger, and then he just kept getting bigger. Oh, that would be a good idea. That would be fun. Okay, this is him when he was like about maybe 6 months old. So let's see if I can get this sent somewhere where I can share it. Sorry, this is taking forever, but that would be a fun idea. Okay, 1 second. Let me see if I can find this. Okay. Yeah, this is Dipper at about 6 months old now. And he is not the same kitty that he is now. He was very little. He was just a little buddy. And now he's like, he'll come occasionally, he'll come up and he'll get on the bed and he'll like get next to you and kind of like bump into you and be like, you can pet me now. But if you walk up to him and try to pet him, oh no, he will be gone. And he moves like he was a kitten still. I don't know how he moves so fast, but that cat, he can go. He's like, no, I'm out. Oh, and see, Beryl got really mad with my kiddo because at the beginning of the summer, my kid went to see her aunt in Florida. And when they got back from being in Florida, Beryl was upset because their human had left for 3 weeks and he didn't give the okay for that. Um, so he was not very happy about the kid being gone and him not being okay about it. So now anytime someone comes to the house and they come for my kiddo, like to talk to them, Beryl automatically just hisses at people now. It's like, you're gonna take my human away from me. Leave them alone. Like, he gets aggressive towards people for coming towards his human. I'm getting kind of worried about him. But at night though, he's gotta sleep on my electric blanket. It's like, you're hissing at everyone for getting close to your human, but then at night you want my electric blanket. I was like, what? Why aren't you in there with your human? It's like, it doesn't make sense. Cats don't make sense. I don't know why I'm even trying to figure them out. Oh, yeah. So my kiddo in Colorado left her little blind kitty here, Meatloaf, and now Meatloaf, he can't see. He doesn't, he doesn't have any eyeballs at all, and so we do voice calls, and she talks to him, and when she talks to him, he starts meowing, and it's cute because he can hear her, but he doesn't understand where she is. And we only do like one once a week because he does get kind of like thrown off because he thinks she's here and she's not, to the point where it's like, I wonder if we should even be doing that anymore until she gets here to actually see him. And she's supposed to be coming in January, but we'll see how that goes. Well, y'all, I got a late start tonight and it's already pushing an hour. So I'm going to cut this here and, go wander around the YouTubes and see who else is on and stuff like that. But if I don't see y'all before, when is Christmas? Sunday. Before Sunday. I don't know if I am going to stream Sunday. That is the other thing I'm thinking about, because Sunday is Christmas Day. Depending on what's going on, what we're doing, what kind of time I have, I may stream Sunday. If I don't, then I might go live Monday. But either way, I hope everyone has a, wonderful holiday, Merry Christmas, solstice, whatever it is you share, you celebrate, all that good stuff. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.